Good evening, everybody. We're here with Dr. George Perry from South Dakota State University. We're just finishing up the NAAB Symposium on animal breeding, and we talked about sex semen this evening. So, Dr. Perry, tell us a little bit about your background, your role at SDSU, and your current research.
Thank you, Aaron. So I've been at SDSU for 16 years now. I'm a full professor in reproductive physiology. My research is really focused on reproductive management in beef cattle. So we have looked at everything from synchronization protocols to early embryonic mortality. So everything we can do to get cows bred early and maintain that pregnancy through the breeding season. So a lot of the management factors that come into play.
And so you shared some interesting things tonight about why a producer might consider using sex semen. You want to kind of recap those points?
Yes, so one of the big things on a producer using sex semen, and one of the things we've been getting a lot of questions about, is as bull prices continue to go higher and higher, how can a producer afford to have a specialized bull just to put with replacement heifers, a specialized bull that he wants to keep replacement heifers out of, and then other bulls that he turns out to get the terminal calves, and then on top of that, what do you do with the terminal sire calves that end up being heifers and the maternal ones that end up being bulls? And so with all of those considered, sex semen has really taken off as something people get interested in. Right now they're a little bit scared of it, but there's still getting to be a lot more interest in it.
Sure. So tell us a little bit about your specific research with sex semen.
So what we've done with sex semen is we are looking at how skewing the gender ratio of the calf crop is going to affect overall economics of the herd. And so if a producer is interested in producing replacement heifers or terminals, if they can skew the sex ratio of that, how can they do that? And it's a conglomerate of researchers, a nutritionist, myself, and somebody from Ag Econ, looking to see where is that break point for it to be profitable for producers to come in and skew the sex ratio of their calf crop.
Sure. And how do you feel sex semen technology has evolved or improved over the last 5 to 10 years?
Actually, it's gone tremendous. If we look back in the literature where we were 10, 15 years ago, we hear, and the reason I said people are still a little scared of it is that's what they're used to seeing, is results that were 20, 30% below conventional semen. And when you did the math on that, you didn't always end up with the skew that we're seeing. What we've seen is when animals have shown estrus on a fixed time AI, we can come into a fixed time AI. Those animals that have shown estrus or are beginning to show estrus, we're running close to 90% of conventional semen. And when we look at that, we're skewing that calf crop tremendously. And so as people are starting to see that and say, okay, I'm running 90% of conventional, they're a lot more comfortable to go in and try it and say, yes, this is a benefit to me.
Yeah, great. Speak to us a little bit about your involvement with STgenetics this year. You recently received some semen and you're working with us on a trial.
Yes, so this year we're actually working with Texas A&M on a large multi-state trial looking at just what I was mentioning. Does the timing of insemination really impact conception rates with sex-sorted semen? And what was interesting, even on that study, the small group we had on, we bred at the correct time for fixed time AI, and there was about 51, 52% that had shown estrus. We showed up the next day to breed at the delayed insemination, and in that group we had 81% that had shown estrus, and when we went back to the group that we had bred the day before, we were about the same. And so we see that delay in getting the sex-sorted semen closer to the time of estrus and ovulation, we're hopefully going to see much better conception rates. We'll know here in a few weeks.
Yeah, very good. Well, we appreciate your partnership with STgenetics, and Dr. Perry is one of the very respected reproductive physiologists in our industry. So we're honored to have you on our program this evening, and we appreciate your partnership in the research.
Well, thank you.